I recently bought Play-Doh at a CVS because they had it there for $1, and it has changed my life. So if you hear any squelching on camera, I promise you I'm not jacking off. I'm simply squishing Play-Doh incessantly at all times now.
There's an innocent squelching going on in this one, folks. That's just how it's gonna be. I would love to follow you down the path of Play-Doh-based masturbation jokes, but Laura does need to explain to me in front of everyone in Jesus and God.
What, you need me
camel
to explain...
testicles?
Yeah, you need me to explain to you the UK candy that is called Finny Bubblegum Camel Balls Extra Sour. That famously, the packaging for them does just have, like, a cartoon camel with very big testicles looking back at the viewer, very much like, oh hey, put these balls in your mouth. They're filled with juice that'll make you pull a face.
I think the tea is doing something to you people, and it's not positive.
Yeah. I hate to do the tea and crumpets, lift and elevator bits. You know, it's very hack. We've been doing this for like 10 years together. I've done most of those jokes already. But what is going on with your candy and so forth? Why testicles?
We have like a weird, gross out candy culture here in the UK. Not appealing to me, but like there's a lot of stuff that is like, what candy can we make to upset you the most? And sometimes it's the box with the camel testicles on it. Sometimes it's just, can we make a sweet so sour it will literally give your tongue chemical burns? We got some problems over here.
I remember, like, in the 90s, there was a wave of, like, gross your parents out, you know, creepy crawly, isn't this extreme stuff, when we got really sour candy. I just don't think of testicles on a camel as, like, being a trope to draw on. It's not like, you know, in Japanese culture, you'll see the tanuki and their big balls, and I'm like, a thing I recognize. Camel balls are not, to me, a thing, but maybe I'm wrong.
Look, they wouldn't have been a thing to me if not for these sweets, and because of these, chewy, sour camel balls are a cultural reference point that I unfortunately have.
I don't like that they chose to make the juice red. I feel like any other color and I'd be more okay with it, but it really is an upsetting color to come out of these camel balls.
If you're just cracking open some balls, the red stuff's gonna come out. Let's just face the grim truth.
Well, that's what I mean. How am I going to be able to tell the candy camel balls from the real camel balls?
I wanted to prove to myself, I was like, this is like a genre here in the UK, isn't it? So I did a quick search. You've got the sour sweets that are sold in just like a toxic waste drum to be like, you should not be eating these are hazardous to your health. There's a brand that I've just discovered called Sour Flush that's just a toilet full of sour powder. You just pour the sour toilet into your mouth.
Radical honesty. Here's our shit. It's served in a toilet.
I don't have anything to add because I spent that entire time thinking of the most fucked up candy I could possibly invent. And because of the date, the only thing I could think of is Kit Kat bars, but they're the Twin Towers.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, this rocks. What a great show. Last we left the adventure, you all fought your dad. It went wild. There's a lot to talk about in like the minute details of the fight as well as the overall picture, but we should introduce ourselves. I guess I'm Austin Yorsky. As far as I'm aware, patreon.com/Austin Yorsky to support the show and get bonus episodes. I'm sure you're thinking, Austin, I hear your voice 2 hours a week. I couldn't possibly need any more episodes. But that's where you're wrong, fuckhead. Idiot, dumbass bitch. You need to hear my thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter's new album, you fucking rube. You'll never know about the politics, I have unraveled the conspiracy, that she's a coward, and she won't stand up for the most important issues of our day. Find out what that's about on Speed Punk, my bonus show, for just $1. Who else is here? Quinn Larios?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm also on an episode. I've forgotten why Austin had that feeling. So even I might have to pledge $1 so that I can go listen to Spew Punk, the newest episode available right now on Patreon. Hi, I'm playing DiCaprio Devereaux, Diamond Dragon. I died twice last episode. Well, not died, but went unconscious twice. So I'm not feeling great, but I do have a lot of items. I have a zipper costume rack, Gucci sunglasses, the Dyson Sphering, Illusion, Neverendall's disc, the landscape, my perfect pearl ring, the RIP Prada bag, the beautiful quill, my designer pearl chocolates, my Morbean banana, and a ladder Those are my items right now.
I hate to interrupt because normally we pass it right along to Laura and then Dan. We don't normally do a little Austin intervention here, but I do got to say, as you look through your inventory, DiCaprio Devereaux, you do notice that your perfect pearl ring is gone.
Bitch.
So we'll catch up with that in a second. Laura Kate Dale.
Hello, I'm here. I'm Laura. I'm playing Doc Hop. I have some items. Mine include a trash bag of holding, an out-of-date pop-up book of Goblin history, Lucky Plush Rabbit's Foot, a trading card deck that has no synergy, a kid's plastic spy kit, a tinfoil hat, a dire muskrat with a fancy saddle, a floppy disk that we'll get around to eventually, a digital watch, and some gold gym shorts. And I'm made of catastrophic hydrothermal explosion steam.
I was gonna say, I always forget how cool Laura's character is until you say all of it at once. And I'm like, damn, she's even cooler than I remember. I always forget that you're like an exploding steam dragon at all times.
I've yet to have my first chance to unfurl myself in my catastrophic exploding steam glory. Oh, I'm so ready.
Hello, I'm Dan. I play Rex. Here are items. Gavel of Dispel Magic, Surgeon General's Coat, Golden Gloves of Contact Mike, Anvil, Humdrum's Ring, TV Lamp, Compass. I've given up my epaulets and my key to the city. They're currently in Laura's bag, unless she has been robbed. And Dan currently has Play-Doh, the skeleton of a snake, an empty Coca-Cola bottle, and vitamin D pills because I'm dangerously low due to never going out in the sun.
Yeah, I'm sure all of us are real outdoors folk, We're just give all this is a podcast that attracts the kind of people who love to be out in the sun.
I take 5-mile walks a couple times a week.
No one asked you, Quinn. Well, you're blowing up my spot in front of everyone. They're never going to listen to my podcast now.
You take 7 walks with your dog a day.
That's true. He needs it, though. He loves to see things and smell things. We should do a podcast. Last we left the adventure, like I said, you were all being whisked away from Rex's lair back to the party at DiCaprio's. All the dragons are jubilant and excited about that cool fight they just saw. DiCaprio, you were being lifted upon many shoulders as people hand you drinks. You got knocked out in somewhat exciting fashion. Doc Hop, you are an ape, I guess. Your dad was lifting you and your dire muskrat and carrying you back to the party. Rex, Viola runs up and is, of course, setting your broken bones and, casting magic on you and so forth and saying, how cool and strong you looked and how brave and badass.
My lawn has been completely destroyed, and I think several of my small folk are going to be rooming together, but I guess that could have gone much worse.
Yeah, I thought he was going to hit you all with another breath and melt all your skin off, but you really showed him.
I do quite like still having my skin.
I almost threw a rock.
Well, you threw the rock, Hop. You just missed.
Yeah, well, I almost threw a rock good.
Correct, I guess.
If he'd have gotten close, if he'd gotten close, I could have bitten him.
Hop, you can fly when you're a dragon, right? And you're made of, steam?
Yeah, but I was also, one stiff breeze away from death, and being an ape was a way around that.
Apes are famously invincible, Dan. Don't you know that?
That's true. Frankly, I think King Kong should have won when he fought Godzilla, but that's just me.
I had the opportunity to be something that wasn't, a stiff flick away from being murdered. I took it.
I think maybe you should consider other non-ape shaped options.
Well, yeah, but here's the problem: is usually we're fighting stuff that is near enough the ground that I can become an ape, and that is good. I did it on instinct and then realized, oh, I can't get up there, and I can't really change it once I've committed.
Doc Hop has 2 suggestion boxes in her lair. One is labeled ape ideas and one is non-ape ideas, and the non-ape ideas box just goes directly into a shredder.
Yeah, as someone who once had a magical key, I've come to understand that not every key fits every hole, unless it's magic. It's a difference. I guess the ape is magic. Maybe make the ape fly.
I don't know if it's the concussions, but I don't know if Rex's simile is making much sense anymore.
I think technically it was a metaphor, but...
It has been at least 2 concussions today, to be clear.
Also, I'm looking through the list of stuff, like, the things that I can be, and none of the things that can fly are, like, any good. Nothing that is strong can fly. I am learning.
Whoa. Well, that's a maxim.
Yeah, just, like, out of character, I'm looking down the list of stuff I can polymorph into. The first thing I found is a challenge rating 1/8 flying monkey aerialist. Seems to be the highest challenge rating of thing I can turn into that can fly.
I believe your highest option is the Quetzalcoatl, since I did that last season.
Can that fly?
As you all discuss the finer points of primatology, remember that York, the Aarakocra, the painted blue goblin, I believe, are they painted or just are they naturally blue? And Lace, Sapphire Dragonborn are here if you want any updates on that kind of stuff. Also, you can all talk to each other, get on the same page. Much to think about as you're being whisked away by the ecstatic crowd back to the party.
As an update, I need to ask, like, honest opinion to all of you. What is the least sexy musical instrument that exists? This is very important.
Like the jug that you blow in, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna run with that. During the last fight, I drew one of the cards from my trading card deck, and I got a proficiency in tools. I am now incredibly proficient at playing the musical jug.
Okay, so while you're being carried back to the party as a conquering hero, in a triumph in the Roman sense, you see someone with a jug, maybe pouring wine or something, and you grab it and you just start going fucking psycho on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to impress the tall blue goblin that I'm pretending is both of my toxic Curie dates by doing the best jug solo I now can.
All right, roll that with your new proficiency as you do some Eddie Van Halen shit on a Hootin jug. This is a little bit insensitive to my culture, I think, Laura. I know I said all that stuff earlier about UK candy, but come on, my people have a proud tradition of jug hooting.
That's what, D20 plus 6? 25.
Holy shit! You do through the fire and the flames.
I was going to attempt to make the sounds of me doing that on a blowing jug, and I'm not even going to start.
I would have to assume you just have like multiple jugs at this point, and you're swapping between them.
No, it is one jug. Dad, it is one jug. I don't know how I'm pulling it off. Maybe it's the angle, maybe it's the mouth shapes. Yeah, you're right. I am a steam
you're a
dragon.
steam dragon. You could just like shoot out steam to like get extra like hoots in.
Yeah, I'm changing like the air pressure that's going across the top of the jug with my steam powers.
You can hoot all the jugs at the party simultaneously. Holy shit. No one's ever been on a date this erotic.
So yeah, that's what I got for risking the deck of quite a lot of things.
Sometimes people talk about actual play podcasts and they're like, oh, yeah, I like it when they're funny or they have good characters, but you just kind of get through the combat, right? It's just like a bunch of numbers or whatever. But Dice Folk, we do important shit during combat. We learned that, Meteor Swarm has unintended consequences. You could damage things. We learned about, DiCaprio getting knocked out again is going to have some stuff we need to talk about. And then you got a musical proficiency, which unlocked some Jethro Tull-ass abilities. So.
Oh, I'm also now proficient with shields, which I think is going to be demonstrated by Hop just picking up a table and strapping it to her arm and being like, that'll do.
DiCaprio, like, I needed that table for later, but I guess you need it more.
Sorry. I put the table back. I go find a less important looking table.
You won't find one. Everything in my house is beautiful.
She stole it from one of the Rex small folk houses at Rex's lair. Just took their door.
Actually, what's the name of the person who was trying to spy on us with the scrying crystal? I forget her name.
Desdemona.
Desdemona. Is there a table I could take that would inconvenience Desdemona in some way specifically?
She's sitting eating dinner at one, and you just yank the table away.
Is that acceptable if I take the table Desdemona is trying to currently eat off?
You got a 25. You're the life of the party. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You do the comedic fucking table sheet yank first when nothing gets disturbed, and then you just rip the table away.
Do you think Neil Peart ever ripped the nastiest drum solo in history and then tried to steal a table and someone told him no? I don't fucking think so. He can have any table he wants after a solo like that.
So yeah, Hop's doing pretty good today.
Yeah, it's really good. So you all know that you're waiting to see what Lair and Small Folk and all so forth that Desdemona has brought for you, Ulysses. I was expecting that little fight with your dad to be briefer, but it really got out of hand in a good way, and so everyone is still vibrating with excitement for that. So before Desdemona is going to introduce her stuff, now is the time to touch base with each other, get on the same page.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to establish while they were still at Rex's lair in the immediate aftermath, he would have summoned York to himself and essentially started organizing, the repair necessary to his small folks' villages. And he's also expressly going to tell them, I need you to send a team to check on the horde. I wouldn't be surprised if someone tried to sneak in during all this.
Yeah, can I get sleight of hand checks from everybody to check their bags?
Big sheet or little sheet? It doesn't matter. I forgot. I have a 0.
So you all did well. Yeah, I'm right now under the assumption that there are invisible Cymbalines around you at all times, ready to pick your pockets at any moment. So that is an omnipresent concern. You all do perfectly well, and no one stole anything from you during that fight.
Yeah, well, someone did. So I want to talk to Lace and be like, hey, can anyone find out where my ring went? I mean, I have a suspicion, but did anyone see how she got it?
Yeah, you mentioned to Lace, who just says, of course, my lady, right away. I can use locate object. And Lace traces a sigil in the air with their fingers to cast the spell. And after a brief moment says, my lady, it appears that the ring is you.
What? Like it's bonded completely?
The locate object spell is finding the perfect pearl co-located with yourself. 2 objects cannot inhabit the same place at the same time, so I have reason to believe either you are the pearl or the pearl is you.
Well, hold on. Did she swallow it?
I think you would know if you swallowed it, my lady.
She's taken a few hits on the head. Are you sure?
There's been some trauma today, so we might want to do a quick x-ray.
So DiCaprio, when you first got the perfect pearl and let it in, as it were, when you made a connection with it, I warned you there would be consequences of that. I believe you had gone down 3 times during the campaign at that point, so you got +3 to your AC. You have gone down 3 more times since then, so you get another +1 to your AC as the perfect pearl completes its integration with you, because you are merely a conduit between this physical world and resilience itself in the world of forms.
I don't want to test it, but I kind of want to see if I keep punching myself unconscious while I start getting stronger and stronger AC as a result.
I was worried about that you all would try to level grind. You would go to Cinnabar Island and try to find Missing No on the podcast.
She's fucking Zenkai boosting.
Yeah, some bullshit's happening on the show sometimes. I'm just how it is.
Austin, if the next downtime is gonna take like 100 years or whatever, that's a lot of time for knocking a person out repeatedly.
Sure is.
Yeah, I just set up like a Rube Goldberg machine that just like drops a brick on my head, and then I wake up 6 hours later, another brick hits me. And my entire time, my AC's just going up. It's just like the Oblivion level up thing keeps popping up, like AC is increased to 24.
Yeah, you're gonna show up to fight Desdemona at the end, and you're just like 15 miles of pure pearl armor.
Just a Waylord of Pearl.
Wow, I would love if that's a mega whale lord. It's just a pearl abomination that blots out the sun.
On the topic of these perfect items, Rex will turn to his sisters and say, I've been thinking about your mother, DiCaprio, and I think I might have an idea of what we can, at the very least, begin to do about her.
Is it involve launching her into space, into some kind of celestial body?
I mean, that's always on the table. Again, the bottle is always the solution. At the end of the day, it's the best option.
Can it involve stealing the chair from underneath her? Because, everyone really loved watching over the scrying crystal, the table getting stolen, and I think we can, like, really lean into that.
Oh, do we want to transfer to being pranksters? We could be like prank siblings.
Well, the last prank we did involved 7 people dying.
People. Strong word.
Fair, but no, not exactly. We have my 2 magical form items that I no longer want because of their connection to Desdemona. To me, that seems like, well, frankly, bait.
As in you want to trick Desdemona with them in some manner?
Potentially. I mean, I imagine she'll want them back, and she has a connection to them. The only thing I can think of at the moment as a way to, I guess, undermine her is petition my mother to see if we can get a curse placed on them.
Is that something your mother would willingly agree to do? Can those objects even be cursed?
Rex kind of shrugs and says, doesn't hurt to ask. Or we could try to, I guess, find the perfect curse and see if it can tempt her into using it on herself.
I suppose there's no harm in asking, but it almost feels like we're playing. DiCaprio's like about to say like playing a dangerous game, and then she remembers that she's like, all right, I'm a ring now, and she just stops talking.
I mean, yeah, what we are doing is incredibly dangerous because your mom wants to ruin our lives in every way, shape, or form. So either we do nothing and just react to what she does, or we have to plan and prepare.
It would have to be quite a powerful curse, but it is an option.
York whispers, Sukuna.
No, we don't talk about that. Don't send me back to that dark place, Austin. I can't go back.
Rex, can I actually get a roll for just using your smithing skills to represent repairs to your lair? Obviously, you're not leaving the party to do it right now. I just for my notes, I want to see what that looks like.
Sure. I'm gonna say that's a strength check with my proficiency. And if you don't say no, I'm just gonna keep typing.
I need to see some dice. I need them so badly.
19.
That's great. Yeah, you do a really good job. Your small folk feel protected, slightly resentful of your rude ass dad, but I think discerning viewers could see that when he quote unquote let the fight end in a draw, that you could have won. You know, so it's interesting how the reputations are going to be whispered about. So I don't know how much the subtext any of you all want to say out loud, but if your dad could have recharged his breath weapon, he could have taken you all 3 out. The dice didn't go that way, and so the 3 of you could, in a lucky universe, beat him if you teamed up.
Mm-hmm. And I think probably to those same discerning viewers, there was like a moment they could definitely see Rex wanted to keep swinging. Like some part of him, for a multitude of reasons, wanted to keep swinging at his dad.
And in our defense, maybe it's very specific circumstances or whatnot, but there is probably some reputation starting to grow of this trio have now beaten or been in a position to defeat two considerably older and more powerful dragons than themselves. That's got to count for something.
Indeed. While you're back at the party now, it's, the day, one day blends into the next. Dragon parties are raucous and long. Your dad is walking around the party, kind of downplaying the closeness of the fight, saying things like, "Oh, if I had gone all out, you really would have seen some things, but I didn't want to, there were small folk underfoot and I didn't want to crush them, so."
Oh god, he's Megumi potential, man.
Hey, look, Dad, if we have a rematch now, during that fight, I realized I now know how to use fencing swords, so you'd have to contend with that next time. That's canonically the weapon proficiency I now have.
As long as you don't learn how to use a shield and a jug, I'll be fine.
I hate to tell you, Dad.
How are you all feeling after the fight? I was a bit dizzy after all the blood loss, but Viola had some sort of tinctures and some sort of goose or something that was quite fortifying.
I did have a real strong craving for potassium after the fight, but it did pass.
I'm going to have to find a druid to fix my lawn, but it could have been worse, I suppose.
We didn't explode it with meteors, so it could have been worse.
When you said you wanted potassium, I thought you were going to reveal that you ate DiCaprio's banana off screen.
No, my Morbi banana. I need that.
I did not eat the morbing banana, but I did have 1,000 times the most, almost the coin bouncing around your eyes levels of cravings for it. I did not eat it.
Why are we calling it the morbing banana? Is it morbing time?
Well, it's because it was a Morbius thing, but I didn't remember how to spell that at the time, so I just stopped at Morb, and then I was like, well, we all know what that is, and then I typed banana, Austin.
There's no R. It's Mobius. Where Planet Sonic is from.
I got to more, and then... Austin, why are you questioning me on this? I was so tired.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I probably edited out the part where Quinn's like, I'm going to go throw up in the middle of that fight. So you wouldn't know that, audience, that Quinn was so brave and so strong.
See, yeah, no, I didn't eat the morbing banana, but yeah, Hop really did want to.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Last call for anybody want to say or do anything before we move on.
I want to say that I think DiCaprio is there's a lot of weird feelings right now as she is nervously tapping whatever glass she's drinking out of or something like that. There's clearly a lot of thoughts going on. She had to hear about the fight after it happened because she got knocked out. And while there is this incredible, overwhelming sense of pride that her siblings were basically almost able to beat her dad, she has never felt more mortal in her life. And she's panicking. I guess that could be felt through the tether ring.
Even if you don't make it known, Hop, I guess, can feel that that's going on and will come over just to go, hey, you doing okay?
Of course, why wouldn't I be okay? The party's going fantastically. Young Ulysses has never had a more incredible event.
Indeed, the event is going perfectly. You nearly died. You need a hug or anything?
No hug. Oh, no, that's just little flair for the dramatics. Can't have a fight where it looks like we're winning too easily, you know?
Can I feel whether she needs a hug?
How? This gets into such a super id, does DiCaprio know she needs to hug?
I think that is a question for you.
Yeah, I don't think DiCaprio thinks she needs a hug. She probably really does, but I think in her mind, she's just trying to, bulldoze her way through her anxiety to just continue this party. And she's just going to be like, oh no. She's just going to like try to pretend like nothing's going on despite whatever you're feeling from the link. Like, no, darling, everything's fine. I've never been better. Another round of Chardonnay for everybody.
Okay. Can I attempt to roll deception? Because what I want to try and spin to DiCaprio is Hop going, okay, well, I'm glad you feel good, because I'm actually pretty damn rattled after that fight. I could maybe do with a hug. I'm having kind of a rough one. Can I try and flip this and try and... I was gonna say, can I try and... No, I probably can't roll deception, because I am very deliberately trying to deceive DiCaprio here, who could probably feel that.
I think she's just gonna kind of give you a look like, why are you being weird? You're being weird right now. What is this?
This is the exact same conversation DiCaprio had with Rex last arc, but the hug situation was reversed.
With the only problem being we both definitively know what's going on.
Yes, we both feel it from each other, but DiCaprio just doesn't want to admit it.
I like this as a scene between Hop and DiCaprio, so I'm not jumping in here.
No, I like this awkward moment that seems to stretch on forever. And while you're stewing in this uncomfortable situation, you notice a kind of hush has fallen over the party. What has been raucous for hours and hours and hours is now like notably quiet. I guess you could roll perception to know why.
Did they finally find out what I slipped into Desdemona's purse?
I would like to know.
Well, we'll see. You've got to tell me if she's found it yet or not.
Austin, it's my house. I get advantage, right?
Sure.
5. I don't know.
16.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
All right, Dan, you're so smart. What is it?
It's Jesus Christ. He's returned. He's the Lord.
Finally,
is here.
he's risen.
I mean, I think somebody's risen.
After all this podcast has really been leading to this moment, if we could tell you the good news.
Yeah.
I guess between the two sisters, I got a 16 and a 5 on the roll. So we'll say that your arms are open for a hug. Doc Hop, you're not paying attention. DiCaprio, you see over Hop's shoulder an enormous enormous barrel dragon and attendant gray dwarf.
I'm going to look over towards Rex. I'm kind of curious to see his reaction to this.
I believe Rex rolled low, so he's currently eating a big taco.
I didn't see that you rolled.
Yeah, I got an 8. So I don't think he's noticed the intruder yet.
Yeah, you're just eating onion rings in the corner.
I've never had an onion ring.
The party failed the perception roll. I'm not even going to address what Dan just said. It's too fucking insane for me to process right now. The party failed the
not that
group
insane.
roll.
That man ate nothing but creme brulee for like a week and a half.
Austin, you haven't done Desdemona's perception roll yet to find out if she found what's in her bag.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that. We'll get back to this other thing in a second. Let's see. Yeah, she's pretty perceptive. No, only a 10, an average. So.
Okay, well, it's pretty slimy, and she's gonna find it at some point.
Oh, shit, my purse!
It's just Play-Doh.
It's in my hands right now.
It might be the brown Play-Doh, so she like puts her hand in and goes like, oh, okay, it is just Play-Doh. It's gonna, for a moment, really make her panic what's in the bag.
Okay, so the squelching is now diegetic. This episode's really getting away from me again. Barbas and Bolingbroke have entered the party. The siblings don't notice, though, at first, and he is able to kind of like slip into a crowd and avoid an immediate confrontation. But Barbas, the barrel dragon, is fully dragon formed, and Bolingbroke is just a gray dwarf small folk following him around, like all your small folk are following you around as he disappears. He blends like an Assassin's Creed character into the crowd.
A point of order, I guess, just as I think about this, since we're all in dragon form and the small folk are obviously small, we're like leisurely strolling across the party as these small folk are like fucking diving in between legs and sprinting at full speed just to keep up at all times.
Sure, I mean, I feel like the dragons are probably not moving that fast or often. You're a lizard guy, Dan. They don't really love to doing a lot of running around. They prefer to
Speedy
bask.
was named Speedy because he moved quite fast when killing.
Well, I stand corrected.
But no, you are right. A lot of lizards can't because of how their lungs work. When they run, they have a harder time breathing because as they shift from side to side, it's compressing one or both of the lungs. Which is why they move in very quick bursts rather than sprinting at top speed for extended periods.
It's why you got to get your dad to stop smoking.
There you go, everybody. You know what? Stop smoking and instead have some nice juicy camel balls.
Fuck off. All right. So Enobarbus is back to see Ulysses into adulthood. Desdemona is gathering everybody to go out to the next layer.
I guess a mechanical question. Should we spend hit dice at this point, or are we going back to the small folk sheet?
That's a great question. I think you should have your level 20 sheet healed up. Just in case, and then we'll see what Desdemona has in store for you, because I think you might need to make some choices coming up. But it seems like everybody's moving out. The party is going to its next stage, as you see a train of dragons leaving DiCaprio's lair.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a very big drink with me, but I am gonna go.
Hop's gonna come, but she's gonna get the scrying crystal back out, and she's gonna be giving commentary oh, I bet this one's gonna suck and be terrible. Get ready to see a real loser one.
DiCaprio is gonna say, so I assume everybody saw Enobarbus and Bolingbroke show back up?
Hard to miss it considering the entire party went silent.
Yep, I definitely wasn't distracted by hugs at all. I saw it.
Yeah, Rex will say, I imagine you'll have to greet them as the host of the party.
Of course, I wouldn't think of anything less. Besides, if he decides to stab someone, he'll have to stab me first then.
I mean, you're probably the only one here he might immediately want to stab, so... Well, I guess you and Hop.
He should get in line. There's quite a few people here who want me dead.
We can probably take him.
Lace next to you says, and with each stab, you become harder to stab. A perfect plan, my lady.
Thank you, thank you, Lace. You're truly the best of us.
You're becoming the whale lord that we all dreamed you could be.
I generally don't think it's a good idea to call a woman a whale lord, but fair enough.
Up ahead of you, you see Desdemona has brought the dragons out to a blank kind of plain between two mountains. Not any interesting features around here. It's not even a blasted waste like the one DiCaprio brought everyone to. This is just a pretty nondescript scrubland. Nothing that interesting to see here. And she stands up in front of the crowd and is beginning to do something. Does anybody want to say or do anything before she does whatever she's about to do?
I guess try to identify what she's doing. Is she about to terraform a mountain?
Arcana, I think. Terraforming magic does exist, so that would be a thing you could probably intuit if you were brain good.
14.
20.
11.
A party gets above average, but does not succeed well enough to know the exact details. She is about to do something magical, but that's all you know at this point.
Can I mess? Is there anything I could do to try and mess up or attempt to do whatever she's gonna try and do by like?
You just go boo, boo. You just go into scrying crystal.
Nightmare.
Ooga booga, ooga booga booga.
I don't know if it's that or if I like just like. Even if it's just as simple as summon the unseen servant and get them to like push her arm mid-spell or something.
With these rolls, there's nothing you can do to like counteract the magic, but you can make a role-playing choice to be annoying. That's like characterization you could add to the scene if that's what you want to do.
Can I at the very least make her look really stupid while trying to do it?
Sure.
The camera angle you get for the shot is like a low angle that just like isn't flattering.
Oh, I am gonna make it look like she has like 15 chins.
Now who's the whale lord?
That's great.
Whoa, Desfog took a weird fat-phobic turn there.
Rex will turn to his sisters and say, so what do you think she has planned? I mean, she's clearly preparing something big, and this is not an actual mountain.
She's plan to be a loser. Yeah, you heard me, Desdemona. I'm talking about you.
As your unseen servant gives her a little shove.
Hey, Desdemona, what if just the whole time you're trying to do whatever magic you're trying to do, I'm just here going, ooh, fuck it up, you're gonna fuck it up.
You see Desdemona pulls out a glowing green crystal, a strange...
The Krishrinabon!
Uh-oh.
Okay, Quinn, you want a DM?
We found out what it was before!
No, you're right. You're correct. It's like in her hand, so it's small right now, but you can see it has the unusual shape of like a large crystalline tower. And as she pulls it out and begins saying some magic words and clearing some space on the ground in this field, you all, having figured out what the Krishrinabon was, have a moment of realization before the green crystal begins to grow. And she slams it into the ground and begins backing up as all the dragons start backpedaling away from the growing crystal shard that is rapidly becoming a spire here, an entire skyscraper layer.
Could she do that? This is on the property line of two different mountains already. Yeah, I mean, Rex will like turn to his sisters and be like, she's actively using a dangerous artifact. Isn't this like an immediate flagrant violation of the Gladys Accords? Right in front of our dad?
I believe your current understanding is that it is an artifact, but it's not clear that anyone else knows that. As far as anyone else is concerned, Desdemona pulled out a tiny crystal and made it into a big building. So all the other context is basically just yours at this moment. I will say, as you are having this conversation, the crystal spire grows and grows until the top kind of goes out of your view. It is a perilous, jagged spire of a greenish, almost glass-like crystal, and you feel like an eerie tingling on your skin if you're in its shadow.
While she's distracted trying to make this, what are her small folk again?
Elves.
Elves. Okay, I want to find, like, some elves that she's not paying attention to and cast Mass Suggestion. Because what I want is her own small folk, like, booing this thing she's done.
Okay. Mass Suggestion, huh?
Yeah, up to 12 creatures of my choice that I can see within range that can hear and understand me. If they can't be charmed, they're immune to this. But I can suggest a course of action that, like, isn't unreasonable for them to do. Like, they're not gonna, throw themselves, like, onto a spear and set themselves on fire or whatever. But I feel like going, oh, this sucks, doesn't it? You should all boo it. Is a very reasonable thing for me to magically suggest some elves into.
Elves do have the feature Fey Ancestry. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. So if you're going to try to do that, I will roll, but I will say that this is the thing they are uniquely positioned against, which I did not know was going to be a factor.
Do I do it on them? I need to see what my DC is quickly. 19. Do I coward out and do this on a more mass suggestible small folk? I do think it works best if it's our own fucking small folk.
I mean, I would say that maybe you wouldn't know that the thing I just read to you from the book. So
yeah, you're right.
What is your DC?
19 spell save DC.
17 and 28 are the ones I rolled. So the first one would not have made it. So good thing I remembered that elves are good against charm.
So yeah, you're gonna do this like another 11 times to see if the other 11 get...
Nope. Group of elves is one guy because we have to make a podcast. So I don't have time for that.
Okay.
So you wave your hand at Desdemona's elves, and for a minute it seems like they are going to boo her, and then they get a grip on themselves and almost, I think, probably cast like invisibility spells on themselves and like go into hiding away from you. Although I know you do have that sight beyond sight, so probably not the biggest deal.
Yeah, I do look at them walking away going, losers. I can see you there. Okay, I gave it a go.
Rex will ask Hop to use her tinfoil telepathy hat to just quickly inform Dad, hey, I think we have to do something because that is just a flagrant Gladys violation. So we may have to just call her out in front of everyone.
Yeah, I loop Dad in on the mental voice call.
Yeah, if you tattle to your dad, he just says, "Don't be a bad sport about it. It's not dangerous. It's a building. Gladys Accord's artifacts must be dangerous."
Can I respond that I know for a fact that it's a dangerous artifact? We did like a whole test on it. It's like a pure evil crystal, right?
Who's we did a test on it?
The three of us. Didn't we do like really well looking up what this thing was when we found it?
I mean, yeah, you did research. Sorry, when you said did a test, it made me think you took it back to the lab and got some beakers out.
I did that afterwards just so I could feel intelligent. I put some fluid in some vials and shook it around.
Yeah, that you drank it.
Yeah.
Your dad says, well, it's your job to prove that it's dangerous, so get in there and prove it.
Yeah, I guess Rex goes, all right, like cracks his knuckles and starts walking.
In front of you is the dire, strange crystal tower of the Kren Shinabon, which we have discussed before. It is looming over you, and Desdemona is standing in front, smiling, very self-congratulatory. She looks pleased as punch and smug.
Yeah, Rex will look it up and down and say, so did you grow the small folk inside too? Or did you forget that part of the pitch here?
So you three are walking up, and you say that to Desdemona, and she says, oh, I preloaded them so they'd be ready. They're already in there, just waiting for you.
Very well, let's get this over with.
I'm just gonna very loudly say this. Oh, this is gonna be hated. This is not gonna be enjoyed. This is so ostentatious, and like this is really more about her showing off than it is about her designing something that's actually gonna be, enjoyed by the guest of the day. Oh.
You don't think Ulysses will like a powerful tower that he can take with him anywhere?
Doesn't seem quite your style.
No, I mean, it's not my style. Although, you all could have had it for yourselves. Apparently, my elven scouts were following you through that genie battlefield, and you almost stumbled upon it before they did. Luckily, you all took quite a long rest at some tent, and you lost your advantage.
You always want to gather up objects you shouldn't be gathering up, right, Mother?
Who decides what I should be gathering?
I feel bad for you. We're gonna have to throw this one over the side of the world as well at some point.
Oh, Misty, I should thank you. You've all really liberated me. I'm having so much fun.
I'm glad. I've been told I throw the best parties.
This is my favorite yet.
I don't know. I quite like the one she threw for your funeral.
Oh, that was a good one.
I'm glad you're enjoying this one. If you weren't, I really couldn't stomach it.
Uh-huh. At this point, I think she like leans in for just the three of you and just says, I spent so long trying to be nice to you three, and it's so freeing now that we don't have to play pretend anymore. We can just be ourselves. Isn't it nice?
I mean, you don't need to lie like that. You never really cared. You wanted the image of being this perfect, nice person to us. You don't give a shit about any of us. You never did.
Yeah, when were you nice to me? I want to know when that point was.
No, really. Earnestly, truly, genuinely. I really tried.
Oh, then you're just bad at it. Okay.
I think when they brought her back at the well, they didn't put all the brain back together quite right.
You know what? Maybe I was bad at it. But I did try. Because I loved you three so much. I never liked you. But I loved you.
I'm laughing when she says I love you. Like, DiCaprio's just straight up laughing.
And it was so hard to try to love you when you didn't deserve it. And now I can just hate you. And it's so much better. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for killing me and giving me permission to hate you.
I can tell you with 100% certainty, if any of us is unlovable, if DiCaprio is unlovable, she inherited it from you.
Wait, am I unlovable?
Well, I'm loved far and wide by people of every culture and age group and demographic, so I wouldn't fucking know.
Yeah, people that don't have to actually talk to you or deal with you personally. They love an idea of you, a fake fucking idea.
I looked at DiCaprio and go, God, I don't know how you survive being around her this long. I can feel the desire to slap her across the face, and I don't know how you resist it.
I think when you say that, there is a slight moment, like it's almost like you wouldn't notice it, but there's a brief moment where the feeling you get from DiCaprio is like an overwhelming fear, and then she's immediately just like, oh, you just get used to it. You just realize she's full of hot air.
Oh no.
Have fun inside, kids. We'll all be watching from out here.
Can't wait to show off how yours is even easier to defeat than mine was. Mine sucked, but it's gonna look great compared to yours.
Well, we'll let Ulysses decide, won't we?
Yeah,
it's his special day after all.
Yeah. And yours is gonna suck.
Okay. One after another, I'm gonna take them all from you. Have a good day.
Let's hurry up and embarrass her by just conquering this thing and getting on with the party. There's, I'm sure no end to the showstoppers we'll have after this. Just gotta knock out one last one of these dungeons.
So the Orlando siblings enter the Crenshinabon, which is a large crystal tower.
I do need to check with you, Austin. This is only, I have to be honest. Let it be known, I'm honest Quinn if nothing else. I do believe during the fight against Orlando, I cast 3 spells.
Oh, did we not roll for Andronicus?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. So we can definitely roll that. He's so hungry for magic. He's hungry. Let's see.
I'm sure you did at least a couple of them.
2, 5, and 1.
Oh, suck shit. Eat garbage, you nerd. Those are nothing. I don't need those spells. A level 1? Pfft. Yeah, take it. Stupid asshole chef.
All right, so you enter the antechamber of the Kren Shinobon. Inside, the walls are a sickly green. There is a kind of luminescence from no obvious light source in here, so you can see, but your footfalls kind of echo, or your claws click-clack, because you are dragons currently. You see up ahead of you there is a stairwell, like there's like a landing for stairs up to the next floor, but it is too big for dragons to pass through.
Can we just, like, blow this one up from the outside with some high-level spells and be done with it?
How big's the doorway?
To the whole tower? I mean,
Yeah.
pretty big, but not, I mean, dragons can fit through it.
I thought you said dragons couldn't fit through it. I'm sorry.
On the inside, there's a door that is too small.
That's what I mean. How big is that section? I'm asking because I can teleport somebody, and I want to see if, like, this is our, like, we're supposed to, like, do this either dragon or not, but I'm like, what if I just shift you past the barrier and you could, like, go into this high-level zone already with your superpowered abilities?
It depends on the teleportation. I think a lot of them you need to be able to see where you're going. Which one is it?
Vortex warp.
Yeah, read that for the audience.
You magically twist the space around another creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or may choose to fail, and is targeted to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The chosen
That you can
space must be-
see.
Yeah, but I can't see through the other side of this door.
There's no door. It's a stairwell.
Can a big gorilla fit in there?
Your Hop is gonna be a gorilla at all costs.
I'm just asking if it's plausible.
So yeah, a lot of stuff going on here. I will say, this tower is made of weird green crystals. It has many properties you're not aware of. There's a lot of stuff going on. Anything's possible. I don't want to shut these questions down. You just need to roll or try stuff to know the answer.
I want to do an Arcana check. I want to know the magic of this weird, disturbing thing. 19.
Yeah, 19 is very good. I think you previously rolled about it, so here's what I'll say is, the Kren Shinobon makes a tower. The tower is not the Kren Shinobon, if that makes sense. They're two separate things, even though one is shaped exactly like a big version of the other. So that's annoying and confusing. It is completely invincible, so if you wanted to just, like, knock it down, you cannot. It can only be stopped from the inside. You have to go through the whole thing as if it was some sort of dungeon for you to dragon through. And what else? It's just real fucking evil, obviously.
Yeah. Is this just like the tower in Persona 3, where, like, it's just, like, floor after floor, and, like, just the colors change every so often to let you know how high you are?
I think it's like the tower in Icewind Dale, in which the Kren Shinobon is the final dungeon, or in Dark Alliance, I think, in which it is the final dungeon.
Okay, but I haven't played those. Is it like Persona 3?
Or it's like the R.A. Salvatore novel, The Crystal Shard, in which it's the final dungeon.
Austin, I don't know all of this. Is it in Outlaw Volleyball? I played that game.
Austin, I turn into a giant ape and see if I can squeeze inside while being a big monkey.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can ape up the stairs. You're inside the Kren Shinobon, and your two dragon siblings are still in the foyer while you go ahead, Hop.
I had nothing to, like, add roll wise, so Rex was just going to wait for them and then turn into a human and walk in.
Yeah, Desdemona opened the front door because actually normally the door to the actual tower itself is invisible, so she just opened it for you because it would be a whole annoying thing. You go inside, you're in the foyer, Doc Hop, you turn into an ape, go up the stairs. You see... Oop, nope.
Unimportant, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I turn to the scrying crystal, now that it's broadcasting to everyone, presumably. I can't talk while in giant ape form, but I'm gonna point at this place and then just make, like, a big raspberry sound. I'm just gonna be like...
Okay, yeah, give me a performance check to really ape out on this one.
Yeah, okay, performance. Okay, cool. So, I'm still level 20 sheep because I am polymorphed rather than back to small folk.
You actually have to use the stats of the ape.
Crit 25.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This ape fucking rocks.
Performance is a charisma.
No, I think you've killed all of...
Sorry,
it doesn't
that's
matter
a
because
crit
you crit.
18. It's a crit 18, I apologize.
No, you've been cutting promos on Desdemona all arc. This is, going to go down in history as, like, the famous ape call-out.
This is the equivalent of when I did the Fire and the Flames on the jugs, but it's me just doing a really impressive series of raspberries, just like...
Yeah. Yeah, you've gamed the crystal streaming algorithm, and now your jug hooting videos are going viral, and now your tower commentary videos are as well.
I'm just making like fart noises of the Fire and the Flames at this place.
I think when Rex walks in after her, he like trails a finger on the unbreakable crystal wall, and he just kind of idly says to himself, thinking about the fact that this is unbreakable, that I miss my signet ring. This would have been useful.
Yeah, that's true. Doc Hop, you are an ape. You go up the stairs. You see the second floor, which is still walls, floors, ceiling, all green, eerie, glowing crystal. But the room has been furnished with rows and rows of bookshelves, all lined with books. There's a couple of tables, and you see there are two people sitting at the tables reading books. These people are Gnolls, Gnoll.
Yeah, that feels right. That actually does feel pretty right for Ulysses.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, Gnolls are famously at least violent in classic D&D.
Oh my god, wait, why do you have a picture of, like, poodles?
Alright, that's not really what a Gnoll is, but okay.
These two Gnolls sitting in this apparently library reading books. One is a white fluffy Gnoll. Gnolls are usually look like
Hyenas.
Hyenas, which are more closely related to cats, but also canid a little bit. One of these Gnolls looks like a fluffy white Pomeranian, and the other looks like a black Chihuahua. And they look up and see an ape coming up the stairs.
I'm continuing to make the fart sounds just because I feel like Ulysses could be swayed by making enough fart noises at these things. Like, yeah, these kind of are a bit of a fart, aren't they?
He could be turned pretty easily.
Yeah.
The two Gnolls say something to each other in Gnoll language and begin looking for other books. Like they stand up for where they were sitting and reading, go over to the shelf and start pulling off other books.
Rex will follow up the stairs after his giant ape sister.
Yep, you come up the stairs.
And he's gonna see these dogs and all these various books and go, all right, I don't know what the theme is. I thought I knew what the theme was. I don't know what the theme was.
Hop can maybe talk through the telepathy hat. She is gonna be like, the theme is sucking. The theme is shit.
Well, she can talk through the hat. She does just say ook.
Yeah. Through the hat, you know.
Rex is gonna pick up one of the books they were reading and try to see if he can suss out what's happening here.
Yeah, there are a bunch of different books. I think you find one that's in a language you speak, and it says magical enhancements and improvements.
Is it? Okay. Is she giving him supplements? Is this the self-help section? Okay. And these Gnolls don't seem hostile to their presence?
As you're looking at the books, you see the two Gnolls find whatever books they're looking for, put them down on the table in front of them, and start like flipping through them. DiCaprio, are you still down in the foyer?
Yeah, I don't trust this.
Okay, brilliant, perfect, love it. So Rex, you're looking at other books. Hop, you're an ape. DiCaprio, you're hanging back when the two Gnolls begin chanting something in whatever language they were speaking to each other that none of you speak.
Okay. I mean, Rex is gonna look to Hop and then point at the books and say, "Grab him with your big monkey arms. What are you doing? Why are we standing here? What's happening?"
What? Grab the knolls or the books?
Grab the books. They're reading off of them.
Okay, I use my big monkey hands. I grab the books.
Okay, let's do dexterity contest, I think? Maybe, yes. Sleight of hand contest. You try to grab...
Okay, monkey has positive dexterity.
Monkey hand, dexterous.
8.
Knoll paw, sharp, 18. Okay, this is great. Doc Hop, you rush forward as an ape and try to grab the book that the fluffy white Pomeranian Knoll is reading from, and as you do, suddenly his paw it expands tenfold. It rips its bounds of flesh and bone and grows rapidly and grabs your wrist and holds you up off the ground as the Pomeranian begins quintupling in size. And you see the Chihuahua is also doing a similar incantation, presumably some form of enlarge reduce, but
okay,
to the fifth power.
I want to start fighting this thing. I want to start swinging. I've got my big monkey fists. I'm swinging.
Roll initiative. Oh, only an 8.
5.
You're not even in the room, DiCaprio. You can hear the dog fight from the other room.
15.
I assume if at some point I have to run in, I need to be in initiative order.
20.
Okay, Laura. So luckily the dice matched your ambition, which was to go first. There are 2 gnolls here. One is holding you by the wrist as its body becomes extremely big. It starts towering over you in your ape form. Both of these gnolls are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Their claws and teeth sharper and sharper. They are hulking the fuck out. It's your turn.
Can my ape be riding my dire muskrat?
That's what it's for. I think we discussed that you're Star Scourge your dog.
Okay, yeah, so, I do 2 punch attacks. There are 24 and a 13 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay, 28 damage as I punch the one that picked me up.
Wait, what? Oh, hold on. How did you do 3d10 on one level 1 attack?
Because
She's
I'm
giant
ape.
monkey.
Holy shit, this ape is fucking yoked.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting, because you keep using the ape during level 20 fights, and I'm like, Laura, this damage is not enough. This is nothing. And then in the level 1 fight, the ape is everything.
Yeah, Austin, this is why I was pushing so hard for monkey in the building.
The monkey's in the fucking building. Okay, now these are level 1 guys. You vaporized this Pomeranian.
I thought you were stronger than this.
Oh no.
We're sure gonna make Desdemona's place look like it's not particularly good, huh?
Yeah, can I see this Pomeranian get like turned to fucking pulp from like the stairwell and then just start being like, I don't even think they need me, and start like doing my nails.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hear a really upsetting yelp, and then there's a huge fluffy body rolling down the stairs in front of you. It keeps expanding and growing. Its muscles bulging. It's getting like new rows of teeth. It's like it's getting levels, but it's unconscious. Every like couple stairs it falls down, it goes up another level.
If I could talk right now, I think Hop would look to the other knoll and would just go ape strong.
Yeah, can I get intimidation? Laura's got my fucking ass. I wasn't paying close enough attention, and I think you fucked my difficulty curve by sneaking an ape in here.
That's charisma. I gotta use the ape's charisma. Okay.
I thought you use your...
That's if you're a druid.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I was gonna say, weirdly, this giant ape that has just punched a knoll into mist, less intimidating than Hop. A 17?
Yeah, that's gonna do it. No, the Chihuahua Knoll, who is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. He's like on some fucking, John Cena shit right now, muscle-wise. Begins trying to run away because you just annihilated its friend. They're fleeing. All the dragons outside are laughing and clapping because you send the first 2 guards screaming out of the tower.
Desdemona really forgot to giant ape-proof this place, huh?
Austin forgot how math works.
Yeah, I think Rex looks around and goes, "All right, well, I guess we're not gonna let them read any more books. DiCaprio, can you cast that spell on me that they were doing? Can you do that to me?"
Can I?
Wait, what spell?
So they pulled books off the shelf to start reading it. So Rex is asking if to cause that to happen. Rex is just asking his sister, "Can you do that one to me? I won't be a giant monkey, but maybe I can grow extra teeth and be big."
Oh, okay, if you want to... Okay, I just want to be so deadly clear about what you're saying. You saw a spell that made them grow uncontrollably and turn into monsters, and you want DiCaprio to cast that spell on you.
Well, I want her to at least read what it does.
Yeah. Can I read the steroid spell to make sure it's safe?
Yeah, you don't speak any of these languages, I don't think. Insight, maybe, to get the gist?
Okay, yeah, I could do insight. I don't know why I looked at that. That's not a high number. A 20.
20 is so good. No, you intuit that this is like a spell of exponential growth, and that Rex will briefly become very powerful and then completely uncontrollable and have to surrender his character sheet as he becomes a monster.
Now, do I believe I can do just the first part of that, and then it just it'll just go away? Like, it just you'll go really feral and strong, and then it'll go away, and you don't have to give your character sheet away.
Well, I found a book in our language of magical enhancements, right? Can I hand that to DiCaprio and see if she's got anything she can do from that won't explode me?
This is a big wizard thing, Austin. I am supposed to get books and get spells.
Yeah, no, this is a library full of books, and I believe Dan nailed it when you said they're self-help, self-improvement books, and they have different various spells. If you want one that's going to help you magically, there's going to be a risk associated with it. So if we want to roll to try something, you have been warned. So then it's up to the dice. It's between you and the ivory gods.
Dan, how lucky you feeling tonight?
Why not? I'll spread my legs for the dick kicking. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, wizard. Why don't we roll something here? What are we thinking?
It feels like an Arcana check, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, I think it's an intelligence saving throw because you're a wizard.
Okay. That's also pretty good. 20.
Yeah, you got a 20, so yeah, fuck it. If you want to match your strength, because it's all relative, right? Your human form won't be as strong as your red dragon form, but relative to, how an ant can lift X amount of times his body weight. If you want your level 1 sheet to have 20 strength too, you can.
Can I have it on a different stat?
Nope, this is Muscletown.
Well, what? There's no how to do good stretches book here. There's no yoga book.
No, I mean, listen.
It's all about vanity muscles in this muscle tower.
Yeah, this is the muscle tower. We clowning this bitch.
Yeah,
if you want to do fucking cardio,
look,
go home.
I'll take a +1, but I've come to realize in dice book sometimes you just gotta keep pushing and maybe you'll get something. I give up too soon.
Yeah, it's called social engineering. You gotta work the refs.
Can we also really play this to the camera? Oh wow, Desdemona made this defense tower for Ulysses, but it's full of tools for the enemy to use to help beat the people inside. This seems very poorly constructed.
It's full of such punch-into-mistable enemies.
And then they drop you tools that help you punch them even harder.
Rex is just flexing.
Yeah, while you all are talking shit, flexing for the cameras, can I get wisdom saving throws for all three of you?
How wise is Ape?
How
Very
wise
wise.
is Ape?
20 again.
7. Ape not so wise.
3.
Oh no! Dad, you get stronger, but your muscles reduce your ability to reach back and scratch the spot on your back. It's getting so itchy.
Oh no, this is a nightmare.
Can I cast Mage Hand to scratch his back?
Aw, that's so thoughtful. Rex, I'm looking at your inventory. Anvil, gavel, Surgeon General's coat, boxing gloves, their mage killer ring, TV lamp, compass.
Yeah, I don't care what you take. Fucking like, whatever.
You don't have a preference for the Cymbalines to dip their snoot in there while you're getting strong?
Look, I have no attachment to anything anymore. I'm simply at the whims of the universe. As I said, I've spread my legs for the dick kicking. You can, whatever you want. Dealer's choice.
You've become so zen. Pure vibes based.
Austin, I've succeeded one item search roll, and you gave me a non-magical item. I like what am I to do anymore? The life is a comedy.
Yeah, I think the Cymbalines would enjoy a shiny new hammer, so I think we're gonna give them the gavel of dispel magic for now.
All right, fair enough.
It's worth noting, just as a player, that the Cymbalines, once they get a hold of something, can duplicate it. So do we need to be immediately concerned about like 7 Cymbalines that can all cast dispel magic? Is that an issue?
I don't think Rex would know it's gone yet, I guess, until he tries to...
I'm not saying this in character. This is more of an out-of-character thing. Do we need to have, like, a plan in place for, like, a bunch of Cymbalines that just come in with hammer time that cancels all of our spells?
Well, they could, like, remove Foresight, but Dispel Magic is really only for, like, continuous, like, active magical effects.
Like polymorph?
Yeah,
Hey,
like polymorph.
I've got a special watch to help them not take that away from me anyway, so...
But I also just punch people that cast spells, so I'm not immensely concerned. That could, like, they could have all taken the boxing gloves and been doing 2d6 on every hit that they throw against us, which would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, if they dispel my polymorph, I will simply be a person with a giant metal arm that will punch them.
True.
Okie dokie. So what do you three say or do here? You're in the library, you're looking at the books. Rex is stronger and doesn't notice an invisible claw dipping into his items.
I am beating my chest to the scrying crystal just to sort of assert dominance over this location and its small folk.
Yeah, Rex sort of like leafs through a couple of the books, then throws them over his shoulder and goes, "All right, let's, I guess, just keep moving. The quicker this is done, the better."
I do want to, like, I guess, very quickly do, like, an investigation. Are we on the right track that everything in here seems to be, like, you know, all the books are themed towards, like, self-improvement in some way?
If you all want to roll investigation, you should all roll investigation, yeah, for this room.
Okay. Ape, not smart.
17.
6.
6.
The group fails. You do not get any additional information. It just seems like a bunch of books that are like how to be bigger, how to be stronger, how to be faster.
How to be a baller, how to be taller, yeah.
I get it. She's not pushing him. She's okay. She is obsessed with perfection, and she's giving him items that would lead towards being, I guess, more perfect.
She might just not know Ulysses very well.
Yeah,
She's been dead for a while.
This is too much thinking for Gorilla Hop. She's just gonna kick the next door open and see what's behind it.
Yep, you once again ape out to the next floor, just kick the door in. You see Doc Hop, 3 gnolls here. I'm going to put their images in the Roll20 for you to enjoy. These folk look like a red wolf, a gray wolf, and an eastern wolf, respectively. The 3 main groups of wolves. They're all they have some interesting features. One of them has 2 heads. One of them has 4 arms. One of them is unusually large, twice as large as the other ones.
Never mind. I don't know what the theme is.
You see that in this room there are basically a forge, there's equipment, there's basically it's like a machine shop that you see that they are wearing like mechanical exoskeletons. All of these gnolls are like cyborgs basically with all kinds of fucked up equipment. They see you kick the door in Hop, and all three of them stand up and clearly look ready to gang up on you and fight you.
All I can think about is the one with 2 heads. I want to take both the heads and bonk them into each other. I think that would be a cool way to defeat that one.
Yeah, let's roll to bonk.
Yeah? Do we got to roll initiative, or is it going to keep rolling?
Well, yeah, let's roll a new initiative, because it's right now it's 3-on-1, because you went on ahead.
Crit 20.
Oh my god.
19.
11.
I got 6, so okay, Doc Hop, you see 3 wolven, what's the, lupin, gnolls, and you're an ape. What do? Your siblings are gonna try to run upstairs behind you and join the fight, but you got out first.
I get 2 fist attacks, so I'm gonna try and attack both the heads on the one that has 2 heads.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, 20 for the 21 for the first attack. 23 for the second attack. Do they both hit?
Yeah, those both hit. Why do you have advantage again?
Because I'm riding on the dire muskrat.
Oh.
Which has its innate
Okay,
magical
yeah.
saddle, which gives me advantage on melee attacks against unmounted opponents.
Yeah, I forgot. You're redawning into every room. Yeah.
I'm redawning into every room. So let's roll. let's roll this damage.
Oh, boy.
Okay, well. 26 damage on the first hit.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you run up. The first, it's the gray wolf with 2 heads, and you use your monkey fists to hit it in the face, over both bonk the heads together, right?
Yeah, am I punching one head so hard it hits the other head, I guess?
Yeah, or you Newton's cradle them, or you do any
Yeah.
number of Looney Tunes shit. You knock this gnoll out cold in one strike, but the mechanical exoskeleton it is strapped into stays upright and goes as if to use a reaction to swing back at you. 20.
20 will hit my AC.
5 damage as this wolf's unconscious body still is able to swing a big metal arm at you.
Well, I've still got to roll the damage for the other fist that hit, because that 26 was just the first set of damage. Another 30 damage.
Yep. You hit the gnoll again. It is still unconscious.
Well,
and
no, I
it,
hit the exosuit. Did the exosuit stop when I hit it with 30 damage?
Not yet, no. 11 is going to try to hit you back. Nothing happens there. And then the 2 other cyborg gnolls are going to run up on you. There's 22 and 5. Only one of those is going to hit.
22's gonna hit.
5 more damage. I will say, Rex, you're up next if you want to come up the stairs and you see 3 gnolls attacking Hop. One of them is unconscious and yet is still attacking her.
I don't suppose there's a big power cord to this one, unlike the Warforged that we fought last time.
You're obsessed with power chords. You know what? You could use something here to figure that out. There's a roll you could make to discern that.
I mean, you said there's like smithing stuff here. Could Rex figure something out through that?
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
You said it good.
All right. I'll roll my smithing. What? I have to tie this to a stat. What do you want me to use?
Intelligence.
All right. So that's a -1. Well, it's I guess just a +1 after the end of this. So 17.
There you go. Yeah. So these are all prosthetics. It reminds you of the arm that Doc Hop has. It's like an enhancement. It's a combination of machine and flesh. All of these gnolls have been improved. They all clearly had some sort of other issues going on for the number of heads and arms withstanding. So you could think of them as like either military or medical or both devices. And with your smithing tools, you could see like a pneumatic cable or something that would pull, which would neutralize it. There's not a big cord you could unplug, but the equivalent. It's something more sensible in that lane. Yes.
Yeah, the big off button. What does Rex have to do to press the off button on the one that's already been knocked out? I guess.
Yeah, instead of doing damage, if you hit with an attack, that will be you pulling out the required wires or cables.
Okay, then I guess what Rex will do is he'll engage with them, and he's gonna try to, like, do one attack to do that, and the other to just hit one of the, well, no, he's just gonna try to turn off the one that, that is already out, so let me do that. I'm assuming I probably hit with that first one of 21, so I think I've turned it off.
Yep. Pay me that picture. You're the first one to defeat one of these gnolls.
Yeah, so this body's, like, ragdolling all over the place like a robot, and, Rex just, like, he Call of Duty FPS slides, and just as he's passing, reaches up, grabs some wiring on the back of it, and yanks, and, it, deactivates, and the body just kind of falls over.
Yeah, this must look really cool on the scrying crystal as you do like Titanfall fucking platforming shit, and start ripping wires out. Then it is going to be DiCaprio. You come into the room, once again see a very strange scene. These 3 cyborg gnolls, one has just been unplugged and goes limp.
Can we not just unplug the others?
You do not have the same mechanical knowledge that Rex does, but you could roll to intuit something.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to roll to figure out what these guys are all about. They're all weird little goobers.
Yeah. History, I think, to learn about their gooberness. Their goobosity, I believe is the technical term.
Their maximum gooberticity. 29.
Their gubernatorial qualities, 29 is so fucking good. Here's what I'll say. You have heard about gnolls in the apocalyptic wasteland of the old world. The ruins where, for example, your dad's old lair is. You know that a lot of these gnolls have strange mutations caused by who knows what toxic chemicals that were released when the old world was destroyed. So that with a 29, I'm just going to give you this straight up: mutant gnolls are a thing in the world. You don't know. Well, you know what? You do know. Desdemona is trying to be thoughtful about Ulysses' radiation breath, and she thinks the mutants will mind less about being irradiated. You don't know if that's actually thoughtful or just seems thoughtful. Her mind is a mystery to you. But in the same way the books in the last room were part of the Horde being offered here, all of these cybernetic enhancements are also part of the Horde. So that's what's going on there, and you assume, you don't know as much as Rex does, but you assume if you just start ripping things out, you can turn one of them off. So likewise, just make an attack. If it hits, you can just rip something important out.
Gotcha. I do want to note that I do appreciate that in response to Ulysses' radiation breath, all of us came up with one of the improved endings for Fallout 3, where we're like, oh, I'll just have robot. I'll just have something immune to radiation. I'll just send mutants in.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that specifically, but that's, where I ended up.
All right. An attack. I don't do a great one of those.
Do you guys know about the radioactive dogs in Chernobyl?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They're having a good time.
Are they? I'm going
they're
to do a spell attack, because that makes more sense.
I feel like radioactive animals in Chernobyl are the closest that humanity has come to creating Pokemon so far. That's just an animal with an elemental type.
All that means all of the canonical Pokemon currently on Earth are Ukrainian. Hell yeah. 22. You succeed. DiCaprio, pay me a picture of you unplugging a cyborg gnoll. What a good show.
Yeah, I want it to be like a little bit of a moment of this gnoll like doing these big, giant, wild swings, and DiCaprio just goes in with like her claws in like a very precise manner and just kind of hits these precision points, and little sparks shoot out each time. And then by like the third one, like the head and everything just kind of tips forward and then it falls straight down.
Yeah, what spell was that?
Frostbite.
Okay, so yeah, you freeze some of the spark plugs or whatever, and then it just tips over. Mm-hmm. And that is going to leave us with gnolls. Yeah, the gnolls haven't got a turn. The 4-armed gnoll remaining, each arm is encapsulated in an exoskeleton, is going to punch poor Doc Hop in your apish form. 9, and
No,
17.
No, neither. Actually, just let me double check. What's the? Oh, the 17. Yeah.
All right, 5 more damage for you as
no.
it's wailing on you. Don't you take that tone with me, ape. Okay. All right, 1 hit, and you could finish this guy off.
Yeah. Let's go for it. 17 hit.
It sure does. Yep, pay me the picture. You win this fight.
Do you want me to roll the damage, or is it we just assuming this is done?
It's not about damage. It's about you unplugging the exoskeleton in some way.
You peel him like a banana.
No.
Okay, yeah. Correction. I peel him like a banana.
Wait, are you just peeling the exoskeleton off? Or are you actually?
No, I'm peeling the exoskeleton off. I'm not peeling the skin off of them. God, Austin.
She does eat it. That's important. She does eat the exoskeleton.
All right, 3 more gnolls down. You have the machine shop to yourselves now if you want to say or do anything.
Rex is going to, I guess, like, look at these cybernetics, right? And the only other place he's seen technology like this is Edo Barbas's lair. And he's concerned, is there a way he can try to figure out if, like, he's partnered up with her?
Yeah, absolutely. Can I get a roll of some sort? What are you thinking here? Nature, I guess. Metal is part of nature.
I was gonna say history to see if he recognizes any of this equipment specifically from Edo Barbas's lair.
I think we just did a history roll, so I want to do nature. That's what I
Okay.
want from you, Dan.
Okay, -1. That's a botch, so 0.
Oh no. Oh no, a botch. I just had a Cymbeline take from you. What else can I do here?
Look,
you know
Austin,
what?
just rob me. It's fine. It's fine.
No, actually, here I know exactly what this botch consequence is. Thank you for this. Desdemona has been watching on the scrying crystal as you buzzsaw through the small folks she brought, making her look like a real fucking dumbass as you just ape through her evil tower. You are destroying her shit, making her look like a real dope. And so she casts a spell. You don't know this because you can't see her. I'm telling you, outside the crystal tower, she begins to cast a spell. And Doc Hop, your trash bag of holding, begins whipping around violently, begins spasming, and from inside you can feel powerful dark forces ripple through it.
I think technically it's melded inside of Hop currently because of polymorph.
Mm-hmm. Because you're an ape. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that inside of your apish body, you feel a terrible shooting pain as the trash bag of holding inside your body begins becoming riven with dark magics.
I hold myself tight and try and put on, like, the least I'm being magicked face possible.
Constitution saving throw?
I'm pretty good at that.
This is gonna end so poorly.
8.
No, the pain gets worse and worse and worse. It's ripping your body apart from the inside. It's a polymorph body, so you are not going to bleed out and die the way you were if you were just an ape, but this is not sustainable. Whatever Desdemona is doing is coming out, whether you let it out or not. So it can go through you or you can let it out.
Fine, I let it out. What's happening?
Yeah, so you let the polymorph go and you turn back into
I have to let it go, do I? If I say I don't let it go, what is the consequence? Do I stay polymorphed but, like, take damage or something?
You turn into meat confetti as you're blended from the inside.
Okay, then... Austin,
So there really isn't an option.
Austin,
It's just let it go.
why did you say it like I had 2 options? I stopped being in polymorph because apparently I'm not allowed to have fun anymore. Okay, because of someone else's botch.
I'm sorry. It is just what is happening because of the series of events, which are Rex put the epaulets and the key into your bag. those are forms. Desdemona is the master of forms. She controls them. Now that she's back, she's not just going to let you gallivant around using them. She was always going to ambush you in some way, but you happen to have the items in the bag that was in your body. So, basically, instead of you just exploding, we gave you a bunch of chances to get the bag out of your body. You turn into
Yeah, okay. I let the items out of myself and lose being ape.
You'll be an ape again. Laura, you're making me so sad that I'm taking this away from you. You'll be an ape again, I promise.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure she should have rolled concentration checks like 4 times during that.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, Austin, when am I gonna get another chance to be an ape in a tower not level balance for me to be an ape? This was a uniquely broken opportunity.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. I trust you. I believe in you. The steel dragonborn Doc Hop flops out of the ape's polymorph body as it is ripped apart by the 2 forms bursting out of the trash bag of holding. As you both behold, you have seen something like this before when you were in Desdemona's lair and you found that fork and you shot it with magic and a fucked up evil tentacle came out of it.
Yep, I remember that situation where it tried to bore us. Yeah.
Yeah, that fork was a fragment of hunger itself, and you connected to the platonic ideal of hunger, and it tried to eat you, pull you through that crack in reality, and devour you. The same thing that happened then is happening now. Desdemona is opening the crack wider to the world of forms, and 2 unexpressibly fractal creatures begin coming out of the epaulets. And the key, roll initiative.